What's up guys? So today in this video we're gonna customize this jacket. Nothing special. This is a Uniqlo jacket, $30 tops. Little collar here, little button sticking out, all brown. It's an overshirt. It's like summer, spring vibes. I want to make it mine. Really, it's all brown. It's kind of boring. And recently I went online and find this beautiful tapestry, very old school, very grandma like vibes, and I feel like the two tones are going well together. There's a bit of brown here, like from the trees and from some details. I mean, look at those details. Like, I'm gonna unstitch it just to see what it's like inside. Wow, like all those details, like this is something made by hand, I believe, but it just feels very nice. So I want to find out how I can incorporate this fabric onto this garment. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do. Maybe like replace the pocket flap, design the collar, do something on the back. I guess we'll see, right? So let's get right into it. First thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use this X-Acto knife and just unstitch this little panel of fabric. I'm not gonna need this, and it makes the whole thing really thick. One, two, three. But this is like the background. Whoa. It looks almost like, you know, when you do like a photo and you do like the negative effect. And I wonder why this is. So like, why isn't it in the same color? How is this not the same color? If you guys know the answer, if you're into this type of tapestry, like the thread should be the same color here and here, right? Check this out. Made in France. So it's probably not made by hand, but it's still pretty nice. So now I'm thinking about what parts of this I want to use, and especially where I want to use it. There's like two elements I really like. The first one is the lady on the swing. So all this area going here. But there's another element, which is these angles. Like these angles with this border, with like flowers and everything. And this can go on the collar, it can go on the buttons, maybe like on the button side of the jacket. Alright, so this is what I'm gonna do. Check this out. I'm gonna start with the masterpiece in 2 words and cut this lady here around and put it on my right shoulder. I want something to come down like this, from the shoulder to like the heart area with the lady on the swing. After this, I'm gonna just see what I have left and figure it out. But first, let's do this thing. I need to trace what I want to cut and then start cutting. I guess I'll just wing it first and then... No, I'll trace it. All right, let me just grab some chalk. Let me show you where this part is gonna go on the jacket. This is exactly where I wanted the swing to be. This is gonna be my left shoulder, left chest. Almost like it looks almost like a cool tattoo, I don't know. And then it might just go and spill on the back, which is not a problem, but I might cut up the border here because it might look weird as like an angle like that. This looks fire. Oof. So one technique I've always wanted to try is a technique where you just sew this onto the inside of the jacket and then you cut around and then you fold it and restitch it again so it frays in the inside and not on the outside. This could be the move here, but the thing is I've never done it before and I kind of am scared of like ruining the jacket. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go inside the jacket and I need to place this facing like the outside. I need to place the garment where I want it to be. This is the challenging part, I guess. So this is how it's gonna go, peeking a little bit the buttons area, which I like, and just on top of the pocket. So let's just start pinning this and we might see how it turns out. Those colors are really cool too, but we can't really like, the eye doesn't really understand what it is. Like you cannot see the woman on the swing here. Could be some abstract stuff, so like some backward tapestry. Could be a cool thing to do maybe one day. Alright, for the stitching, I have my machine here, and now we're just gonna grab some brown, which will match this brown. Not the same brown, but still, that's all I have. So you can only see the stitching here, and you're like, okay, like, are you gonna wear it upside down? Like, what's the deal with this? No, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna pinch the area of the jacket that is sewed, take my knife and just snip it, and then we're gonna cut all around it to expose the design. We're gonna go all around it. It's gonna turn out really cool. Just wait a minute. So I'm leaving about an inch of sort of like leeway because I'm gonna do something right after. Okay, so now the design is exposed. First of all, let's try it on just to make sure we're doing things right. Okay, so we have the women on the swing here. So this is how it looks right now. Now what I want to do is I'm gonna fold this part and I'm gonna sew it back. One fold and then stitch, 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 and it's gonna look like almost like a de-stressed look. It's gonna look really cool, hopefully. To what I just said earlier, I'm gonna do another stitching. So you see here on the last clip, I told you I was gonna fold it like this to give it almost like a distressed look. But what I'm gonna do is, I feel like this is more of a clean like vibe or whatever. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna tuck in the excess fabric and stitch it here. So it's much, much cleaner. This is gonna look like it was almost bought like this. Like this is super clean. All right, what's up guys? So today's day 3 of the creation of this jacket. And what I did, paired this piece of fabric that we're gonna use and folded it so it doesn't fray on the jacket. The reason why I'm doing this is that I'm gonna use another technique of putting it on the garment. Here, I sewed it on backwards and just cut a hole as you saw earlier on. And here, I'm gonna directly sew it onto this piece of the garment. Why am I doing this? Because I don't wanna kill the structure of the jacket. And if I were to cut this part here, and this part, it would just kill like the way the jacket just like sits on me, and this fabric is just not strong enough to build another structure with. So first I'm gonna make sure the fold is sewed on with a straight stitch, and then sew that onto the jacket, and not just do one stitch for the folding and put it on the jacket, because otherwise I don't think it would last, or I don't think it would hold at all. Let's start doing this. All right, so now we put this on the jacket and then we'll do the reveal. And now that I think about it, the way I'm stitching this onto the jacket, if I ever get bored, I can literally just unstitch it, replace it, or just leave it up. All right, so here, I'm just gonna start by this line here. So I know that I'm for sure aligned with this, and then I'll go up from here. Alright guys, so I made a mistake. The fabric is pulling a little bit too much. That means that I didn't flatten the jacket below the fabric good enough. So I need to redo it. So I'm gonna unstitch this and just make sure it's flat and then restitch it. I won't really show you the process because it's just a simple mistake, but let's just cut to the reveal.